What's going on, guys? It's Jet. Back here over on some more Battlefield 6. They have added a new game mode called Casual Breakthrough. And this seems to be a pretty hot topic at the moment. They made a post talking about Casual Breakthrough and how for them, they basically want to create a mode where people can still play Battlefield without the full intensity of like real full PvP. So they've added this Casual Breakthrough mode where it's 16 real players, 8 of them per team, and then both teams have 16 bot teammates. You can earn your career XP, weapon XP, battle pass XP, complete challenges. It's set to balanced XP as opposed to full XP. You get full XP for real player actions and then reduced XP for bot action. Casual Breakthrough doesn't offer dog tags and accolades or career stat updates, so it doesn't count overall towards anyone's actual stats and stuff like that. Let's just start up the mode. Them introducing this, to me, I feel like my initial reaction as soon as I saw this, I said, well, I don't need to play this. But after they ended up shutting down all of the portal stuff that was going on for weeks at that point, I don't know what they're seeing overall, because the numbers are very strong for Battlefield. There's not like this insane dip happening and they're doing this to just like try to stop bleeding or something. There's not bleeding going on at the moment, so it's kind of an odd thing that they're doing. I guess again they're doing this to go and you know, make up for the stuff that they did with Portal, but Portal was way too much. That's just the truth. The way Portal was working was way too much. This feels like it would be closer to like a Portal, the intention anyway, to make progress without it being way too sweaty for it. Now, given the game already doesn't have any skill-based matchmaking as is, but I agree, I think that there should be a place for people, especially people that aren't very good at the game and people that don't really want to play it that way. I don't see a reason why they shouldn't have a bot mode overall, but I am curious how popular it is overall. A lot of people are expressing concerns for splitting the player base. A lot of people are saying that they're repeating the same mistakes as their competitors. At the moment, I don't think it's really too much of a big deal with the whole like splitting player base. I don't think that that is like too big of an issue at the moment with like how many players we currently have, because there's still enough players to fill everything out that we could possibly need. But what happens when we start running lower on those players? What happens once people stop playing the game? Once the numbers start going down and they're splitting the player base up, what are they gonna do then? I mean, I guess if they would leave it in the game, I think the main thing that a lot of people are fearing here is that they're going to end up adding AI eventually to the full PvP modes. Other games have this issue where bots are starting to kind of infiltrate the quote full PvP experience. It's starting to get difficult to go places without running into some bots and AI and stuff. Again, at the moment, I don't see this as the beginning of the end or anything like that. Again, I have always kind of viewed Battlefield as this like super casual mode, and if it's gonna get even more casual, I'm really not surprised by it. In a way, I kind of expect it. The great thing about Battlefield is that you can play it whatever way you want until, you know, you play it a certain way that people don't like, and then, you know, I feel like I'm killing like only bots when I'm playing this shit. It feels like I'm only shooting bots. I saw some people make a joke and be like, well, I'm already shitting on a bunch of bots anyway. See, the thing is though, people act like this is the first time that the Call of Duty community and the Battlefield community have ever been mixed together. Historically, they have always been mixed together. It's an FPS game, general military stuff, pretty arcadey overall. I was under the impression that Battlefield wasn't very arcadey when I started playing it. No, it's definitely still pretty arcadey. If you want to play like a true milsim kind of thing, play some miserable shit like, I don't know, Tarkov or something. I don't even know what other ones people would bring up. Hell Let Loose or something. I don't know what goes on with Delta Squad. That's another one I hear of, but I've never really like seen it or really watched anything about it. My LA5 actually leveled up. Level 40. My opinion at the moment is this isn't that big of a deal, but could end up turning into something bad if they start inserting bots into everything that they do. I think that this is just them trying to make it up to the people that were spamming Portal and stuff, but they obviously didn't want Portal to be that thing. So like, I don't know. It's kind of odd. I don't really know. They're trying to make it like all encompassing and make it so everybody can play. I absolutely get that. I just don't know like what kind of side effect this could have overall for this kind of community. I see a lot of people under this that seem like they're just like really casual Battlefield fans saying things like, no, this is a good thing. I genuinely am having fun on this mode. And it's not that I doubted that they were having fun. It's that I wonder if they recognize what it could do to their game. Getting Call of Duty PTSD, please don't start this. Devastating news for the unemployed. Initially, when I was looking at my stats and stuff, I felt like my stats were kind of relevant at the start of this game. And then the Portal stuff came out, and then it counted towards everybody's like real stats and shit. And so it just made me stop caring about my overall stats. It doesn't really matter. On top of that, every single time you show stats and shit like that anyway, there's always people asking about like, oh, did you do Portal? I had plenty of people talk to me about Portal or cheating in some way, shape, or form, or cheesing, or glitching, or whatever the fuck. But as somebody that put a lot of time into this game, I'm level 128. I got like 180 hours in the game or something. The stats are kind of just fake. I mean, I'd rather just see how somebody plays as opposed to their stats at this point. The stats are kind of irrelevant. Given I didn't really pay attention to people's stats anyway, even on Call of Duty, so casual takeover, I'd rather have infantry breakthrough, but okay. Tactical Brit, longtime player, make this an official Portal experience. Please do not make these official playlists. People want real players, don't repeat the mistakes of your competitors. You saying like these types of players that want to play against bots and shit like that and still make progress should be in the Portal mode and not like bleeding over into like the quote real player base, or like what's the harm here? Now understand, when I ask that question, I'm not being like sarcastic or ironic or some shit. I genuinely want to know like what the difference would be. Making it a Portal experience wouldn't be a bad thing. A lot of the people that are enjoying this that say it shouldn't even matter that much, I just want to go and play something I'm having fun with, I imagine they shouldn't have too big of an issue just going over in Portal and playing the same exact thing. Oh, okay, so I see. It's a problem because whenever you go and queue up the game, you see it as a base mode, which means if somebody is intending to play base modes, now the people that play bots and stuff like that will start bleeding into the main modes. I get why that's an issue in terms of like its placement overall. I think again, this whole like splitting player base thing, at the moment we have enough numbers, it just might end up becoming an issue later. Who's to say that DICE doesn't go and put this mode over in the Portal mode anyway? Now there is legitimate fear, I guess, overall of them just like starting to put bots in every single mode, because I have seen a few times even in my own games where it's like quote full PvP. I have had some times where bots ended up getting filled in there for, it doesn't even make sense. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah. This game probably has like 1 million plus players on it across the board. Shouldn't be too big of a deal right now, but once it starts going down, it may get more noticeable. There's some ironic posts out there. I could barely get 3 kills a match. This will help me feel safe. Like, okay. At that point, they're just like attacking and berating that specific player base. And the thing is, I feel like that specific player base, not even like, I feel like a huge majority of them probably ain't even seeing this discourse online. I've been seeing a lot of discussions about like what the definition of casual is. Is it casual somebody that has like only X amount of time played in the game? Or is it casual somebody that could have 1,000 hours played, and a casual is simply just somebody that is just not good at the game? Because to me, in my head, I felt like there was a difference between casual and just bad. But at the same time, if we start basing it off of time, there are people that absolutely are talented at FPS games, and they could have 2 hours on the game and be better than some quote casual people that have hundreds of hours. I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I feel like within the first couple hours, just at its base, as soon as I started playing this game, I feel like I'm better than some people that are longtime vets at this game. Naturally, I have to be better than somebody that has already been playing the game for years. So like by definition, I guess casual should be somebody that is playing casual. I know that's not a definition using its own word, but it means somebody that doesn't care to get better. That's how somebody that doesn't give a fuck about getting better. They are casually playing. They don't care about anything else except chilling. They are casually playing. They don't care about getting better, not trying to improve over time as they play, which is like a hard concept for me to imagine because I feel like the more I play, I naturally will get better at it. And I imagine that's what happens with everybody as well, but somehow they still manage to stay bad, I guess, by not learning the right information. I don't even know. They just don't care to learn that information. So I get it. Casual is like, I just don't want to take this shit serious. So naturally, they will just stay bad. The game is casual, so they're going to add casual things. That's just how I'm seeing it. Is there going to be an even deeper level where they just go full AI and no human beings at all in the modes, or what? I don't usually like going down the whole slippery slope concept because sometimes that is flawed and is just like a really easy and cheap way to kind of like make people believe and fear something. Does it tell me how many like real kills I have and shit? No, they wouldn't do that. I feel like I've only been shooting bots this entire time. Obviously, this mode is easy. It's meant to be easy. Just trying it out myself, it's exactly what I expected it to be. I got 109 kills. Looking at the XP there for dropping 100 kills, only 30,000, and like a level and a half on my L85. Definitely not it for progression. It's definitely not. Maybe it is overall for like numbers wise, but actual like level progression on the weapons and overall player level on the slower side. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section about this whole the definition of casual, AI versus no AI, trying to help everybody out and get everybody in. Okay, we got everybody in, but is this the proper way to do it? I'm seeing some people just bash on casuals. I'm seeing casuals bash on unemployed / good players. Then I'm seeing other casuals turn on other casuals to show them their stats and be like, hey man, I got a full-time job just like you're saying, and these are my stats, so what's up? Yeah, there's a lot of discourse. I think that this stuff is really fun to be a part of. This is like some of my favorite shit whenever I'm like within a community. I think this is really fun. Obviously, we have the fear overall of like what EA / DICE / Battlefield Studios is gonna do with all this. Just as it is, this could be the sign of something very early. I do think that putting this in Portal would probably be the best way to go. Maybe they could do something with the menu or something where like maybe if somebody has like a history of playing the bot mode, maybe you can somehow like default them to the community tab, or maybe in like the Portal experience search or something like that, where like all these experiences are. Maybe they could like put it up here or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm sure they probably thought all this shit out. I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section. Battlefield is casual. I knew Battlefield was casual. The no SBMM and everything like that already made me assume that that was casual casual, but apparently there is a true level of casualness. We're not even fighting against real players anymore. We're just fighting against bots. I don't want to fight against bots. I don't want to deal with other people's egos. I don't want to worry about my ego or whatever. I just want to shoot some random shit in a video game. I get it. We just got to be careful because it is a possibility that all the modes could end up incorporating AI and bots, and it starts cheapening the overall experience and the overall like community feel and communication between us all. So anyway, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, it's been Jev, guys. Later.